Hello everybody, stick around on Punk Right. Today we're going to talk about that lost art of actually writing handwritten letters and its usefulness in terms of you becoming a better writer. Stick around. I'm on my summer vacation, and I'm happy to have a little bit of extra time to do things that I don't really have, time during my normal work schedule, which is actually sitting down to handwrite some letters. And I wrote a couple letters to some friends that I haven't seen for a long time. And as I got to the end, I realized how valuable it is in terms of writing. Remember, as a writer, if you want to write some fiction or any kind of work that is personal to you, you have to write consistently. And it doesn't really matter what you write per se, but there are some things that are going to help you become better in terms of your expression and fluidity. I found that this lost art of writing letters is one of those activities that you can do that is multi-purpose because it allows you to stay in contact with friends, yet it takes you back to some element of writing that we have lost. It used to be that letter writing was the only way that we communicated. You'd have to put a piece of message down on paper and send that paper across very slow methods, horses, walking, deliver it to somebody before they got your idea and message. And now it's become so fast with emails and sending off some sort of digital document that is almost impersonalizing the act. So I want to talk about a couple of main reasons why you should continue to write letters with pen and paper, handwriting it out, and it's going to make you better in the long run. Let's take a look. The first point that you have to understand in any piece of writing is that there is some element of character, your own personal character, that's coming through in the writing. And sometimes you are interrupted with that process because of this digital keyboard that's in between you and what you're writing. And what I mean by that is not necessarily what's actually being written down in terms of the words, but your ability to engage with that process personally. A pen and a paper and writing a letter is something that I find helps you practice your individuality in terms of the writing process. Your fluidity is better, and most importantly, when you write a letter, it is honest. There is no backspacing, there's no erasing, there's no way that you can delete an idea. You just have to forge forward and through the piece of writing to the end. Of course, you can rewrite the letter if you make an abominable mistake, but even then, you are committed. Being committed to your writing is one way that you're going to learn to be better in terms of expressing the ideas that you want. The second aspect is about integrity in writing. And to expand on this idea of honesty, good writing is connecting with some sort of humanity that we are expressing across this medium of pen and paper or words. The propositions that you write is somehow replicating an experience, or it's replicating some sort of sense of feeling that I have via these words through a piece of paper or these symbols. This is the beauty of writing, but this doesn't come easily necessarily. If you sit down and write a letter to someone, to your friends, to your family, you'll find that your ability to tap into that technique of honest writing is going to be better. Give it a try. Now, this third point might seem a little bit pedantic, but there is a relationship that you as a writer have with the pen and the paper. Unless you are a very good typer, and I've been typing long enough so that I can flow with my keyboard, not everyone has the ability to do that. You must improve your technique as a typer if you're going to be a better writer, because the idea is to eliminate the medium of the typewriter in between you and your expression. Pen and paper actually makes that easier. You are not thinking necessarily about what you're writing. You are writing more genuinely, more fluidly, and more honestly from your heart. This is always going to create a better piece of writing. Of course, the last point that I want to make is very self-serving, because there is nothing better than receiving a letter. We are often lost in this digital age where we can send off digital communications through emails, but those emails are just blurps on the screen. When you write, you present your handwriting on a piece of paper. there is something that is artistic about that expression. That art cannot be denied from the person who is writing it. Handwriting is something that is unique to each individual, and you see this on a piece of paper, and there is that genuine honesty about the relationship that you're expressing to whoever you're writing the letter to. I have letters from my mother and other family members who are no longer here, but I can read their handwritten work and I still see them. I can still feel them in the writing that they've presented through their individual handwriting. This is the lost art. And I think, if nothing else, preserving it through writing letters is one way that you're going to be more human. Thanks for joining us here on Punk Write today. Remember, if you're feeling a little bit stuck in your project, you need something to keep you going, try writing letters. Not only will it help you stay on top of your technique, help with your fluidity, it's something that is soon becoming a lost art, and you are preserving the art. Whatever you do, just keep writing. Punk Write.